This was very, very ad hoc, but at least I know the mechanism for that, how that works. And Tom said, I don't know if he realized, he would have realized what the link was. I need to check it. What does it look like on the blog? Seems a bit shaky, doesn't it? Shaky, isn't it? Oh, how about that for a delay? Oh, how about that for a delay? Oh, how about that for a delay? We're going into the time tunnel, peeps. 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 Need to balance the audio. Help, I'm stuck in the time tunnel. Balance the audio. Help, I'm stuck in the time tunnel. Help, I'm stuck in the time tunnel. So am I. So am I. Where does this go? Where does this go? Where does this... So we're actually in the loop as that happens. It's quite interesting. Let's just turn this guy off. He's lost. I think that's fun. I got a guest box. I think I can only have one guest, so either Tom Reed or, gosh, it'd be lovely to talk to this Michaela, whose first name I've forgotten. She lives in Costa Rica and she has a baby and she does interesting stuff with. She knows about crypto and like farmers markets in Costa Rica have tons and tons of stuff that you can get just on the cryptocurrency. So it was my stupid fault. I should have figured out before my phone got nicked. I should have downloaded a wallet and gone trying to get crypto. I just didn't want to use cryptocurrency. I don't know why. Because I know why. Because I didn't. It was so confusing to be able to manage even my passwords for Google and stuff. It's impossible. That reminds me that maybe that's why some funny shit happened yesterday, because I actually showed the security camera outside. Outside the Halifax bank, I showed them something that I really, that was just a demonstration of total confidence. Look at this guy on the video. He's just laughed at that joke. Let's see if we can do the music thing. And this time, camera. I've got a camera button on my PC. We can't find your camera. Make sure it's connected and installed properly and isn't being blocked by antivirus software, and that your camera drive is up to date. If there's a physical switch, make sure it's turned on. Oh, I didn't see that before. Look at the stuff I've put on here. I've got the arm glue tool chain to be able to compile ARM on Windows. I was trying to do all that stuff with Raspberry Pis. I've completely forgotten that now. But maybe it'd be easier if I wasn't, I think I am in jail. But nobody really knows why. Because I don't respect myself, according to one of my Twitter followers. I should behave like the god that I am, is how I interpret that. And I think, no, I don't really. That I should learn to see other people better without them having to behave like gods. Have you seen Natasha's video, for example? Look at Natasha's last video from Montenegro. She's been meditating and sitting with legs crossed. She's about to leave my social circle. You're getting random numbers now. So generating a one-time pad. And let's see what happens when we put it in a loop. Now this is why I think that forward key sorry. Don't let the data. This is why I think that forward key exchange is viable. if you're folding in data like this for the entire network, and each channel, each node is doing this, forward key exchange is forward one-time pad exchange is just trivial. In fact, you can use your own data as the key, and just let it wrap. So just keep handing these documents out with these signed codes, and keep a track of it. And that's probably what Google are doing in Google Docs. But they've got it all nicely contained underneath a beautiful interface. Hello, Natasha. Does this get all the way to you in Montenegro? Hello, Natasha. Does this get all the way to you in Montenegro? I hope so. Hello, Natasha. Does this get all the way to you in Montenegro? I hope so. Hello, Natasha. Does this get all the way to you in Montenegro? There's some guy going to work every morning. He flies over. There's some guy going to work every morning. He flies over. I don't think anyone's going to join in this, but we've been going for nearly 40 minutes. I can't see chat. How do I do chat? Live chat. Hello, just me, 747. Oh no, it's only 18 minutes we've been live. I pinned the message. So if I go onto YouTube, do I get any better? I got a message from Twitter saying, did someone mention cookies? Cookies? Well, it's very hard to, there's a channel content, but it's very hard to stop your tabs proliferating. Tab proliferation on Google is a real problem. Is this Michael Knowles that's reviewing Lana Del Rey, reacting to Dana Del Rey videos? Is he related to Rick? Must be, because he's called Knowles. Channel content. I only need one channel content video window. Here's Eli Boros. Hello, how are you? Did I see, was that you doing a little synthesizer gig? How do I get the chat? Well, there's nothing. Oh, it was just somebody sent me, and for some reason it reminded me of you. I posted it the other day. He's quite good. Then he did another one of, is this what sort or something? And he was in his setup, which was huge, playing all these different synths. He does hacking. What's it called? Circuit bending. And I took that to be a I thought you could do that with people. and societies and groups of people to try and just get a little bit of movement going, because when societies reconnect, yeah, I got it going here, look. I thought you could do that. And societies and groups of people to try and just get a little bit of movement going, because when societies reconnect, yeah, I got it going here, look. Seriously, I sometimes wonder whether we're on Mars, whether I went to sleep and I've been uploaded into a computer and reincarnated on Mars in some sick fucking project, and that's why the weather keeps changing so crazy. We took the short route to Mars. We just moved the whole human consciousness and it just became Earth. Yeah, talk about the weather. It's been freezing here because it's autumn, coming up to autumn. Yeah, talk about the weather. It's been freezing here because it's autumn, coming up to autumn. So it's interesting. On ordinary YouTube live streams, we sometimes experience simultaneity, but we don't have it. There's no simultaneity there. Everybody is in a different time stream, but it all comes together and it produces the conscious sensation of a continuous presence. And it's amazing how much slack the system can take. So we can do this. I'd like to try an experiment with Tilt 5 and use Tilt 5 gaming. I'm sure that would explain a lot of what I've experienced in real life, walking around the city at night and getting lost and stuff. There's really amazing stuff going on in the human consciousness when people aren't just locked down, going to work every day and not thinking about what they're doing. Yeah, so maybe the sun is part of it. I know there have been some spectacular auroral CMEs and things, auroral displays, but I don't I just see people enjoying the view, or they're not really being connected. But that's because I don't have anyone to talk to about that. Thanks for showing up, though. Your name in Greek, or is it because I don't know how to type Greek epsilons without on Windows without that keyboard, so I can't reply to you. What if I go at and just press tab? No, don't work. No, I can't do that. Do you feel good about that, about coming back, or do you feel like it's? I mean, when you say ascetic, do you mean? I mean, you can live an ascetic lifestyle in society, can't you? It depends what society you're in. You're up in Georgia, right? Or no, no, it's Tom that's in Georgia. Oh wow, wow, up in the mountains. I'm checking Google Earth to see where Appalachia is. Maps. Maps is the same as Google Earth, isn't it? I suppose that's it. All anybody knows about Appalachia is the mountains. Well, the mountains and pigs. That film, damn, did a lot of damage. Okay, so you're right near. Well, I didn't realize the east. I never looked at that, but gee, so you're between West Virginia, and North Carolina. Tucked away in the corner, there's a whole bunch of mountains. Wow, that's where Chris is. Well, that's where he's from. He's somewhere else now. Oh yeah, I can believe that. I should check the solar weather report because my brain has been seriously fucking scrambled several times in the last few days. I mean, I've been walking up at night, not able to turn around in the street, walking down one street and then finding that I'm actually I've turned the other way somehow and didn't notice. And I'm walking back the way I came, but it all looks different. Yeah, there's a lot of research been going on and a lot of secrets being kept, and it pisses me off. I mean, suppose they're keeping secrets because they don't want people to get confused, but I'd like to be involved in some of this shit. You check the last video I posted on my channel. Did you see that? Let's check this. Let's check the sunspot activity. There's a guy that does that on YouTube. It's called Solar Weather. Solar Weather Today. it like Dr. Timothy Skov, a space weather physicist.
My name is Timothy Skov, and I want to open your world to something you probably never knew existed. It's a new field called space weather. Now, what is space weather? Well, most people believe because it's got the word space in it, it's got to be like astronomy. But it's so much more, and here's why. Space weather affects you. Think of all the technology we take for granted, like GPS and cell phones, drones that fly around, commercial airline flights, satellite internet, satellite TV, even radio broadcasts. These are all affected by space weather.
Yeah.
It's affected communications, especially the kind that happens during an earthquake.
Thank you, Chris.
Imagine not being able to get hold of your loved ones when it's most.
But I think it's happening at a low level all the time.
YouTube, sometimes even live on television for years. I do these forecast weekends. So I decided to take a risk, and with a lot of encouragement, I've dropped down to part-time at my aerospace job so that I can do more of what you asked me to do as the space weather woman. That is, create more forecasts, create more educational content, and create a future for space weather broadcasting. So that's what I'm going to do. But this isn't something I can do alone. Now, Patreon is a site that allows me to offer you rewards in return for joining this community at whatever level suits you. The rewards start simply as joining the wonderful World of Space Weather forum that I've created, which is really the heart of this project. It's where we can discuss things in far more detail than we ever have on any other social media platform. Now, rewards at higher tiers will give you access to behind-the-scenes footage from backstage.
Look what she has to do basic research in humanity. She's got to make a fucking Patreon account and start groveling for money. Oh, fuck. That's why I hate money. Money is just a fucking shit. It's money that holds all this fucking crap together. And that people say you're lost when you're not lost. You're found. It's just that what is that you said about suspicious observers? We got a lot of those too. Suspicious Observers is an interesting channel. Okay. Okay, I subbed to Tamasa Skov. She's going to do good stuff if she gets enough funding. I should try and fund her. She said a ring of fire and a bumpy ride.
Some mini solar storms on their way to Earth could give us a bumpy ride. And a ring of fire not seen in over a decade is lighting up the Western Hemisphere. Those stories and more in the news this week.
So maybe that does explain stuff. This is for
If you want to learn how weather from our star
October
causes impacts at the Earth that shape the future of our world, join Professors Dr. Jenny Meehan, Michael Cook, and myself as we guide you through a space weather certificate program like no other. To enroll in the Space Weather
There
and
you go.
Environmental Science program,
Millersville University.
go to millersville.edu/SWEN. Weather for the 21st century. This forecast is also sponsored in part by CW Ops. Space weather this week remains in the moderate range. As we take a look at our Earth-facing disk, we do have quite a few active regions in Earth view. On top of that, we have a few filaments as well. In fact, back on the 29th, near center disk, whoosh, you can see a filament eruption right there. That is a solar storm that we are dealing with right now, but because it's pretty small, it's only been giving us unsettled conditions. And that's kind of the name of the
It's a small one. I'm missing your chat. I'm on my phone. I don't get to see. It's just got waiting for guest. And didn't Tom? Can you do a live stream? Do you want to come join the? I got half my phone screen taken up for somebody. I was hoping Tom would send out that that go live together link. You said one of them is from NOAA. Yeah. Yeah, so you were living, yeah, that's what I think of. The main thing about a CTIC is, but to live without money, you actually have to go away from people because people want you to use money. I get it. People are all held together with money. When I was on the street, I managed to kind of sit on the edge, and they would give me money, and I would give it straight back, and then I would get enough to eat. But once you're in there, you're just dedicated to earning money. Does seem like a good channel. That seems like a good university. Maybe there is something. Maybe I'm just being sad. When I'm hopeful, I think it's okay. Elon Musk and people like that are doing something really good. All right, great. I'm just trying to make a family out of the kid and the ex-wife and the ex-girlfriends that I already have, and nobody will talk to me. I was hoping that some of these billionaires were doing the right thing and trying to set up. All we need is legislative framework that will allow trusts and wealth trusts to. I can't speak properly anymore because so many of my teeth have been taken out. It might help when I get a denture. I might be able to speak better. It's funny how I didn't expect that. I lost a bunch of teeth. The dentist was pretty good. It didn't hurt nearly as much. It wasn't as nearly as ugly an experience as it was when I had them pulled when I was a kid. I had too many teeth. My mother had these eye teeth, the premolars behind my eye teeth pulled out on both sides to stop my teeth crowding. It didn't really work. All right, so you're not a Christian. Let's try the feedback loop in a loop, and we put the chat in as well. So if I try and do a catch up, so if I try and do a catch up. Okay, I'll take a look at Ecclesiastes. I just discovered, well, it's shocking that it's the first time I ever heard it, but Psalm 104. I just discovered, well, it's shocking that it's the first time I ever heard it, but Psalm 104. Yeah, the new stuff is always just a combination of the old stuff that's around. It depends. New stuff, the better it is, the more it's a combination of it. The new stuff is always just a combination of the old stuff. The better it is, the more it's a combination of it. I'll show you Psalm 104. Psalms 104. I'll show you Psalm 104. At least this is the King James version. At least this is the King James version. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, thou art very great, thou art clothed with honour and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretchest out the heavens like a curtain, who layest the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, and who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Those first few lines are they sounded to me like they shut up you. Keep quiet, Echo. They sound the origin story of the Milky Way is that it's semen of the god Ra. I think that was it's his semen spread right through the whole universe. I don't know. I should look up whether Ra was on Earth. What I don't know about the interpretation. It seems to be just a statement of fact, but what it looks to me is that the psalm is developed. It's kind of enveloping everything that went before it and making a new story out of all the old stories. And in a way, that's just kind of taking an old, yeah. It's going into the future, but without ignoring the past. It's like if you trying to reintegrate into society, you shouldn't do it by cutting off everything that happened in the past, because that's all part of you. And if you do that, you'd end up, I don't know, maybe like me. That I've got 15 years of I had 14 years of my life in South America, and before that, lots of years here. But I took the experience of here to there, and I brought it back there from here, there to here. And I can't close the loop. I guess I shouldn't try and close the loop. I should just go somewhere else. But I sometimes get the feeling that people really want me to shut the fuck up. They want me to shut up and go away and fucking die for good once. I mean, I keep trying to die, but it doesn't work. How does life come about? I don't know. I think it's life. Life starts. It starts at the top. God is life. You can't ask how God came about. Yeah, yeah. So sometimes holding on to some of your past is not going to it's not going to let you rejoin with other people who don't want their world to change. I mean, my mother said to me something like, "We mourn the old Ian. We mourn the Ian who left England." Yeah, well, you can if you want. But she didn't want to talk to the new one. Anyway, I think I'm going to kill that. That was interesting. It's good fun messing around with the feedback loop. Let's do a last good close off that with a feedback loop. The feedback loop. Let's do a last good close off that with a feedback loop. Feedback. Let's do a last good close off that with a feedback loop.